It is now time for the 5th race on our fantasy program, the Breeders' Cup Distaff. A race that has given us some of the best fillies and mares ever to step on a racetrack. And some of these mares will then go on to even beat the best in the world. Here's the field. Number 1, Princess Rooney, the first ever winner of the Breeders' Cup Distaff and a model of consistency. She won her first 10 races in a row and only was worse than third once in 21 career starts. Number 2, Lady Secret, the greatest daughter of the greatest racehorse of all time, Secretariat. She became just the second mare to win Horse of the Year behind All Along. Number 3, Personal Ensign, the perfect mare. Never lost in 13 starts, defeated the boys in the Whitney, and defeated Kentucky Derby winner Winning Colors in the Distaff. Number 4, Bayacoa, a Group 1 winner in her home country of Argentina. She would win 12 more Grade 1 races in America, including becoming the first horse to win the Distaff twice. Number 5, Dance Smartly. As a 3-year-old, she had a perfect 8-race season that saw her win the Canadian Triple Crown, the Export Million, and then the Breeders' Cup Distaff. Number 6, Inside Information, the horse responsible for the greatest winning margin in all of Breeders' Cup history, winning the Distaff by 13.5 lengths. Number 7, Aziri, 17 wins, 24 starts, triple winner of the Champion Older Mare Award, and just like Lady Secret, winner of Horse of the Year. Number 8, Ginger Punch. She originally was not nominated to the Breeders' Cup, but after paying the $180,000 late supplemental fee, she won the race. Number 9, Zenyatta. Do I need to say more? She won 19 straight races, including becoming the only mare to ever win the Breeders' Cup Classic, and of course was Horse of the Year. Number 10, Royal Delta. The first horse since Bayacoa over 20 years prior to win 2 Breeders' Cup Distaffs. She also won 3 Eclipse Awards and 6 Grade 1 races. Number 11, Beholder. One of only 2 horses to win 3 Breeders' Cup races. 2 of them were the Breeders' Cup Distaff, at the age of 3 and at the age of 6 years old. Number 12, Untappable. She became just the second horse to win the Kentucky Oaks and the Breeders' Cup Distaff in the same year. The only horse to do it before her was a Shadow exactly 10 years prior. Number 13, Monomoy Girl. She's a neck, a disqualification, and a nose bob away from being undefeated in 17 starts. She won the Breeders' Cup Distaff twice, non-consecutively. And number 14, Malathaat. Coincidentally, she ran 14 times during her career, never finishing worse than third, and finishing her career in a dramatic Distaff victory. And now, it's time to race. There in the gate. And we're off in the Fantasy Breeders' Cup Distaff. Zenyatta broke slowly as to be expected, but Beholder goes to the front, followed closely by Monomoy Girl, a huge wall of horses already to the front. Inside information with them as well, then it's Ginger Punch and Aziri, Lady Secret, Bayacoa, and it's Untappable and Princess Rooney, a gap to Royal Delta and Dance Smartly, and the trailers are Malathaat, Personal Ensign, and Zenyatta at the way back. So now we round the clubhouse turn and hit the backstretch. The leader is going to be Monomoy Girl, but only by a slim head over Beholder, and then it's going to be a drop back to Aziri with Ginger Punch, Inside Information, then Princess Rooney, Untappable, Lady Secret, and Bayacoa, then a gap of 3 to Royal Delta and Dance Smartly, with Malathaat and Personal Ensign starting to make her move. Zenyatta is still dead last. It's Beholder leading the field with Monomoy Girl right behind, then it's Aziri and Inside Information, and here goes Personal Ensign, who's really starting to pick off horses. Her engine's revving, and so is Zenyatta's on the far outside. They're both chasing after the leader, Beholder. Here comes Personal Ensign, and here comes Zenyatta. Personal Ensign and Zenyatta are gonna settle this. 32 wins between them. Personal Ensign, Zenyatta, Personal Ensign, Zenyatta wins the Fantasy Breeders' Cup Distaff over Personal Ensign. Then it was Beholder, and Lady Secret was fourth.